Podcast of Dustiny, episode 19. I'm here with my good friend Hector Garcia.
What up, what up?
The G stands for
Dustiny.
Graveyard.
Yeah, Graveyard. Google goblins and ghouls.
Yes. A running joke in the comedy scene where we always take your last letter, Hector G, the G stands for, and then you would just figure out...
The jalopy I drank.
Yeah, gelato, something. But enough of that. We're here at the Boothill Graveyard in Tombstone, Arizona. Ooh, spooky vibes. That's what I was going for.
Gotta watch your back.
I'm definitely satisfied with the place I was able to do, the location for this Halloween-esque.
There was a real scavenger hunt too.
It's not dark or anything. It's fucking definitely bright as fuck outside and beating down on. Usually the case on this podcast.
It was a literal treasure hunt. We had to talk to several people, get leads on where to go next, and solve the puzzle. How can we do an episode here?
I had to get a permit, so yeah.
We got some permit. We got it with us in case they come and try to shut us down. And
first, you got to go see Terry at the visitor's desk.
Throw us into the
behind the bookshelf.
Throw us into the, what is the old time jails called? The hole.
Oh yeah.
What do they call it?
Then you go see Wayne at the. No, Wayne actually is the one who. Was at the visitor's desk.
Get a lock of hair from Carol and go down and see Wayne.
Yeah, see Nova at the city hall. Thank you everybody who helped us with the permit.
Yeah, that was awesome helping us out with this, and we're excited. They're like, oh, you guys are funny. You're gonna be doing some funny things, huh? Let's see you guys giggle it up.
Yeah. So this graveyard, Boothill Graveyard, is home to a lot of the pioneers of to the dead of is that the right way to say it, of pioneers of Tombstone. A lot of different types of
famous gunfight went down. Oh yeah, there's we went to this place. What was that? That old building, the only building left that's been there, because they've had fires that tore down the whole city.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Two fires, 1881 or something, and the next year they had another fire. So everything there is rebuilt except for this one building. It's the birdcage theater.
Yeah.
And that's where they had shootouts and everything. There's that gambling in the bottom, and then they had an upstairs saloon where I think the equivalent today would be $600 to get a woman and take her up. And they said that a bunch of guys were willing to pay that amount of money to go up and have the time with their lady of the night.
And there's a lot of the prostitutes or women of the night who have been who have graves here.
I wonder if they had ladies of the morning, the B shift at a strip club. I was the less, the noon shift.
Yeah.
They come in and get a discount and help give her a bath or something. It was crazy. They have bullet holes everywhere. I can imagine.
If you got shot in a gunfight, you get a discount.
Yeah. There's the painting of a famous lady with her belly button stabbed. They gave her another belly button where somebody stabbed it. I don't know if they were mad at her for. He was probably in love with her, right? It's a love story.
And Tombstone is famous for, there's famous lawmen and gamblers who, made Tombstone famous. Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday.
Yeah, I heard one was a dentist. They're good friends, and they helped fight off a big gang. There was out of all the gunfights, I can just imagine all the money, because they said that $30,000 was the grand prize at the time for the big poker tournament.
Yeah.
And imagine $30,000 today is a lot of money. Imagine then how much money that was. The big bankers would come in. What did he say? The Fortune. Who's the guy that had the paper mills in the Hearst billionaire guy that had the paper mills, and he's the one that did all the stuff about marijuana.
Huh.
Remember,
okay.
He outlawed it. He made all this propaganda about marijuana being bad, and people were like, "Oh," because he wanted to sell more papers, and papers are printed on trees, not on weed. It was all political stuff, man. Back then, it's crazy how the political atmosphere back then in Old West was.
Now they're fighting over TikToks.
Still, the same guns are around, right? Just people have more control over them.
Yeah.
I did a little TikTok of the Old West. I put some Bone Thugs, Ghetto Cowboy to it.
Yeah.
Check it a little on my TikTok, What the Hector.
It looked really cool. It'd be really awesome to be one of the guys who promotes the shows for the OK Corral. We were standing in the middle of just the middle of whatever that area of Tombstone is where it has all the shops and stuff. But in the center of it, they have those guys, those cowboys, Tombstone-looking guys, dressed up, getting people to go and see the show, the OK Corral show, the famous gun shot, the shot heard around the world.
Yeah, one of the famous gunfights in the world. Probably the most famous gunfight that everybody knows of, the movie Tombstone, man. It's a crazy...
with Val Kilmer. Is Val Kilmer one of the guys? I can't remember.
The actors in it, man. I need to go watch it again. It's been a while. But, man, I've passed through here a few times, and I never stopped to, appreciate all the history in here. It's, wild seeing all the bullet holes everywhere. It's 300 bullet holes in that one building, they say.
Yeah. We were sitting at a bench, at one moment, and it just seriously just felt like we were two cowboys hanging out, getting ready for the next gunfight to happen. And
brought my little dog with me. Everybody was recognized.
Dax. Hey, Dax, can you come over here?
Everybody's like, oh man, you got a little...
Speaking of, hey, Dax, come here, Dax, come here. This is Dax, everybody. This is Hector's dog that he brings around, everywhere. You'll go to an open mic or a comedy show, and you might see Dax hanging out with Hector. And I always mention to Hector, it just seems like what a cartoonish world you must be feeling like you live in, just having
this funny
Dax with you at all times.
Yeah, he brings my spirits up all the time.
What's up, guys? They let us do a podcast here.
we got some yokel.
Thank you guys for letting us do this here. Yeah, this is awesome though. You guys look amazing. Those outfits are incredible. Yeah. Anything a short little thing that you could possibly say, give a little information?
Well?
Yeah. If you want to take the mic too, you could. Yeah.
Well, the only real information that I could give you is, I'm from Texas.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Me too.
He's from Texas too.
Home of the world's first rodeo, Pecos, Texas.
Okay. Because of your hat, I have to show you something.
Oh, Eagles. I actually found this hat, but a lot of people have been giving me a lot of stuff about my hat, and I'm like, man, I was in Vegas recently, and somebody left it there at the thing. I was like, oh, that's a nice hat, and it fit me kind of good, and I've been getting so much trash from all kinds of fans. I'm like, I just like how it looks.
I love it, so...
It's a good conversation starter.
Yeah.
I like it.
But I started coming up here 4 years ago, and it's just been kind of my haven away from the 21st century. And this is the way I dress at home.
Nice.
So this is the place I don't feel unusual.
Yeah.
We saw one of those shirts.
I just realized we're not recording.
We're wanting to get one of those.
We're only recording one track.
We'll start recording right now. Because
we'll have to start over.
I have this one recording too, so you're good.
Who do you guys do this for?
It's for my podcast. Yeah.
I mean, just your own.
Yeah. It's I forgot to hit the record button right here on this.
That's fine. I have this one. You could get mine off of yours.
Okay.
I'll give you the first half of it.
Okay. We'll just keep recording. You have the first half, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he does a podcast where he does different locations and stuff,
okay.
And he goes around to different historical stuff. And we checked it out earlier. We're going around the town looking at all the bird cage. Is that what it was called? Bird cage?
Have you been to the Civil War sites?
Oh, here as well?
Huh?
The Civil War site here?
No. I mean, Gettysburg. That's
no. We're just here in Arizona. We're from Phoenix, so we just came down here. So he's been to the Grand. He just started. It's like the Grand Canyon. He's been doing local stuff around here. So.
Okay. So this is just kind of on your.
Yeah. We actually do a comedy. We're stand-up comics, and we do it he started a podcast, and he wants to make it his podcast a little unique style, where it's we're doing something different out of the box.
We met this a Filipino family when we were on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And we just struck up a conversation, just very enjoyable, And the older gentleman asked if he could take a picture of me and Joyce, and I said, well, yeah. We were both sure. And he had all kinds of, the camera kept turning and he couldn't get the picture. And I said, oh great, we got the only Asian that can't use a camera.
This is 1800s.
What was your name?
My name is Lance.
Lance?
Yep, and it's really a pleasure to meet you. And
absolutely.
My girlfriend Joyce. And
it was really nice meeting you too, Lance. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I like your outfits and stuff, and all the information you're giving us about the Boothill Graveyard and Tombstone, stuff like that, and appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let me tell you real quickly.
Yeah.
Before I go.
Yeah.
I want to just tell you this story.
Yeah.
Which implies that everything else I've said to you is bullshit. Okay? They call me long-haired Jim Court.
Okay.
He was a marshal in Tombstone. I'm sorry, in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And what he'd do is he'd go around to the bars and businesses.
Yeah.
And they paid him like so much a month so that he would protect them, right?
Yeah.
And what happened is the guy that owned the bar called the White Elephant said, I ain't paying you. And so they wound up in the street, and long heard Jim McCord was killed.
Oh, wow.
So but what's funny is years later the two guys were buried side by side. She has a great faith.
Thank you very much for that. I
Happy
appreciate
Halloween.
it. Yes, happy Halloween. See you guys. Thank you. So yeah, you think that we'll be able to hear?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That one picks up good.
It'll just seem like we're talking into these, but
yeah, I can see the wavelength.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's awesome. Really nice people out here. They're all really cool, and so I know you through the comedy scene. You're a comedian. I've known you for a long time. It's been what, like 4 or 5 years?
Since I moved out here, man. You're one of the first guys I ran into, and you're still at it.
Yeah.
Big props to that. There's a lot of comics that fall off, and think that taking breaks is something like any job. Like you're just gonna take a vacation.
Yeah.
What are you with child? Sorry, ladies. You deserve a break, and I get a break too whenever if I get my girl pregnant at work. This new job I have has benefits, man. If I get my girl pregnant, there's a guy that's been getting his girl pregnant back to back for like 2 years, just been getting all this time off. I'm like, man, I need to start having kids or something. And then all these free checks that they're giving out for every child, I'm like, man, I'm losing out on so much money. I could be having, lottery style. Hit the lottery like everybody that had kids in the last few years. I feel like they're just getting all kinds of toys for tots.
Like I know you through like
Happy Halloween.
Happy the lawn gnome, the old lawn gnome days. Me, you, Lou Moon, Luis Alvarez, Alice Avery. We always started there, and
OGs.
Yeah, like we're still doing it. You said you started off in Texas first, but then you moved out to Arizona, right?
Yeah, home of the world's first rodeo, like I was saying, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't a cowboy, but I became a clown. I like to say, Dad's still kind of proud of me. Whatever. I wear the hat. I still have a cowboy hat, Dad. I just forgot it. I found this hat in Vegas. I should have dressed up, man. We should have dressed up. I have boots that I usually wear on stage, and.
Or we could have like went to one of those photo things where you take a photo as in like dressed up in like the cowboy.
There was
attire.
A lot of dust though.
We could just run out of the store with
a lot of dust. I got these old ass shoes that I found under my house. Yes, you heard it. It wasn't the basement. I have an RV. Live in an RV still. For 3 years now. I'm what is that called? Mobile homeowner.
Yeah. You live in an RV that's really awesome. It's you've traveled in it and stuff. You've done some things in it.
Yeah, big kind. We went and traveled up there with a bunch of comics and drive it around. It's like fun, like back in school or whatever.
Yeah.
School bus. Back when I used to be the bus driver because I was the oldest kid.
It's like you're the beat poets, like in the Jack Kerouac at like San Francisco, like doing LSD and shit and writing poetry.
The magic school bus. Miss Frizzle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an RV. It's pretty cool. Traveling around. Hopefully I'll get a place to stay soon so I can travel more.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough taking my whole house on the road,
Yeah.
Any accident would be like a big accident.
Yeah.
It's
expensive too, right? All the gas, you have to...
Then I won't have nowhere to stay,
Yeah. So you do it rarely, right?
Or any repairs. Yeah, I haven't taken it out. I took it out when I first got it, actually, so it's been sitting there. Just been saving up money, trying to get myself a nice piece of land or something, man, out here. Been learning a lot about, buying real estate and getting equity and stuff ever since I got the trader and didn't get any of it.
Yeah. So yeah, you've like, what are some what is I always ask comedians on this podcast a certain question, and the outcome, like the response is always usually really interesting or like a good story. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen happen at a comedy show, or like just like an open mic or a show, or something, it could be something embarrassing, somebody falling?
This was recently in Vegas, man. I just went to Vegas to hit some mics. I was doing a show in Lake Havasu with Joey Medina, and it's close to Vegas, so I was like, let's just hit Vegas, and we went and hit some open mics.
Yeah.
Me and Alice. We did a podcast with him, and then we went and hit some open mics, and we did a podcast with a bunch of Vegas comics too.
Yeah.
So I've just been going around trying to do like mobile. It's the same like right here. This is awesome. Just wherever you can pick it up, having combos, and then craziest thing, the mic we went to the next day. I think it was at the Fun Zone or something like that. It's a bar. Monday night. It's a Monday bar. Free Zone, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Adam Dominguez was running it. He's a good friend of mine from back in Texas when I first started, man. He helped out a lot. Like when I first started, I was like very vulgar, and he was still very accepting because he's like a cleaner comic, right? And he's getting all the good work for like, you know, being marketable.
Yeah.
And I went on the scene like really making a bad name for myself out there, and like I don't know, I think my first year was really rough, and he was still supportive about it. Like he was never like, oh, get out of here. He was just always, you know, fine tune that shit, bro. Tighten up. But anyways, he runs a tight mic out there, and he's having a fucking he's having a blast.
Yeah.
He's he's skyrocketing out there with his career. Look up Adam Dominguez, and he was running the mic, and there was an old lady there in a wheelchair. It was her first time signing up, and I guess she was on the list, and her husband kept checking the list, like, when's my wife going up, or whatever. And I guess in comedy, like the open mics aren't like shows. They have like drop-ins, like. People I guess get bumped or whatever, and that guy got really upset. He's all like, my wife was supposed to be next. He went up to him like, if you have a list, why do you have a list if you're not gonna follow the list? And everybody was like, whoa, what's going on? In the middle of some guy's set, and the guy was like, he got extra time, and he was just making fun of it or it got quiet, like it was like a standoff.
Yeah.
The guy was like really like trying to like push up on him, and it was like an old man, and everybody was like, hey, chill out.
Yeah.
And his wife ended up going up and bombing, so I don't even know what the whole thing was. Like, it was her first time, and like I was like, man, we gotta go. We ended up leaving to go hit up another show, but damn, that was pretty wild just to see that in Vegas. And I heard another story about a guy walked into a bar with a gun and started a big old thing, because it's like, you know, gun ho down here in the Wild West.
Yeah.
Arizona, Nevada, California too, right? Just has open gun laws, and Texas.
Yeah.
Pretty much the Southwest. Kept it G gun.
Did you hear about what happened? Obviously, you've heard about what happened with Alec Baldwin. He accidentally shot somebody.
Is it kind of like the Bruce Lee story? Like.
Yeah. Accidentally shot somebody with the prop gun or whatever. I don't know if that.
It's like the prop gun was just overloaded with stuff.
I guess they told him that it wasn't loaded, and something happened where he accidentally shot it or something.
Or it was a real gun. Somebody replaced it with a real gun.
I don't know.
Some scary movie stuff.
But he's known for having like manic episodes and shit like that. I mean, so have I, but I don't like guns though. So. I mean, it's not that I don't like guns. It's just I'm not like a guy who you'd ever. You know.
Yeah, I've never really had a gun. I think of a.
If we're at a roast battle, I would be a guy who would have a gun.
I'll get in trouble too quick.
But you know, what's something that I don't know about you that you should tell me? Because like I feel like I've known you for a long time.
Well, since we're on the subject, can I tell you one time I almost got in trouble with a gun, or should I not?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it. We're in Tombstone, dude.
The shootout capital of the world, man. Yeah. This is what made me not want a gun, man. I used to have a friend in the oil field, and like oil field country, Texas, everybody has guns out there.
Yeah.
Protect what you have. It's the Wild Wild West. Like, you don't know, coyote could come, snatch up your dog.
Yeah.
You're just taking a hike or whatever. You gotta have a gun. There's freaking everywhere. Anyways, one of my friends had the craziest gun, and I don't know, I got drunk one night and I started brandishing it, and we got in a fight with some people, and I brought it out, and like, you know, we ran, scared those guys away, and like they reported us, and I ran like a scared little girl, and they never found me, and
yeah,
thankful for that. There might be a wanted poster out for me out in one of these counties, I guess, as long as I don't say the county, right?
Do we want to bring up the other? Do we bring up the other thing
Texas,
that you?
What the heck tour?
Do we want to bring up the other story about you and your friend in a car?
Oh damn! I was telling you that on the way up here, right? Yeah.
Because that's revealing something.
I don't share that story much with much people. I guess I need to like fucking.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Man, I need to quit swearing. What's wrong with me? I just get slipping out, man.
Oh, it's fine.
That lady came in here and like it just started, you know, she started me off.
Yeah,
that was funny. She edited herself though. She just said, "Shh." That's what I need to do, Hector. Come on, snap out of it.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
Snap out of it.
They told us no cursing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try not to curse in this, but my childhood trauma, one of my traumas, I guess, that I don't know how much this influenced me. One of the craziest accidents I've been in my life. We ran under because he went over the truck. Our town drunk. My junior year in high school, me and a friend and another friend of mine, And yeah, that was a wild time. I was the one drinking and smoking, being dumb, and like my friend was the one driving, and they, you know, he almost got caught in trouble. But this guy was known for throwing his cowboy hat in the middle of the street and like running in the middle, like yelling at traffic. So, and this was in the night, in the 50-hour zone. He was in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And it was super spooky, man. We were trying to like dodge him. He was going left, and we would go right, and he was going the same way we were going, and like he couldn't slow down, and we were he was trying to brake at the same time, and like that guy just hit right in front of me, man. It went over the windshield. Like we went under him, so we didn't run over him, but he like rolled, pants came off.
Oh my God.
It was pretty scary. Yeah, man. I didn't want to touch him because, you know, you're not supposed to touch people, but poor dude, man. Al Pratt, rest in peace, man. Poor dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't realize. I forgot you told me he died. I did not mean to laugh.
Well, yeah, he didn't survive something like that. But it was a town drunk. My friend didn't get in trouble, even though when I was drinking a big old thing of alcohol and like it spilled everywhere. So like we were thinking like, man, he's gonna get in trouble. We tried to throw away in the dumpster that was close by, and the cops found it. They were like, oh, these guys are trying to cover it up. It was a big old thing, man, like a big old freaking.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's.
But
crazy.
it was an accident, right? So you you guys didn't end up getting in trouble.
Yeah, we didn't get in trouble. It was an accident. My friend like really got mad. There was a billboard next by. He like started punching it because like I guess he was thinking like, you know, he's in real big trouble. And then my friend in the back, he was kind of like hyperventilating. He needed like oxygen, man. Like he had never seen nothing like that. But I grew up doing accident recovery with my dad, tow truck stuff. So I've seen a lot of like guts and gore and stuff, and like on truck like brain matter and stuff, and bloody seatbelts, and like I've picked up a lot of stuff. Like just they don't vacuum all that stuff up. They just take people away, and like you got to come see all that stuff. So I think that's where a lot of my dark humor comes from, is that I relate to like a lot of people that one of my best friends, he's in the army, and he like likes a lot of dark humor, and like, you know, he's seen some wild stuff, and dude, and like usually those are the people that like the dark humor are the ones that have seen or been through some wild stuff.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Oh my God! You know what? I can't wait until we eat those Sonoran hot dogs.
Oh yeah, we're gonna stop in Tucson, maybe hit some mics with old Joey G.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go do hit some open mics
at
in
the
Tucson.
Mint. If you're ever in Tucson, check out the Mint. It's a pretty nice spot right there. They got
and those Sonoran dogs, man, Mondays. In Tucson. Dude, what is a Sonoran dog?
Sonora is I was in Rocky Point this week. It's the state Sonora, so it comes from over there.
Yeah.
It's a hot dog capital of the world, I guess. Not really.
Okay.
No, that's just where the style came from, I guess. So like it's a Sonoran hot dog where they wrap it in a weenie, and like they put beans on it and like chilies, and because there's chili dogs, you know, there's chili dogs, Chicago dogs, you know, there's hot dogs of the world. Wiener Schnitzel has it down. They got
Hey Dex,
little sample.
Come here. Are you a chili dog?
Yeah,
Are you a chili dog, Dax?
He's super chill.
Come here, Dax. Say hello. Say hello.
He's chilling in the. Oh, damn! He's gonna knock everything over.
Oh, here, go around over here. Go around over here. We're gonna nicknamed Dax Dog Holiday.
Oh yeah.
Dog. Say hello to Dog Holiday,
I'm
everybody.
gonna remake these shirts. It just says his name, Dax Beans, but nobody really recognized him. Actually, the owner or not the owner, the manager bought one of these shirts. Man, I was so excited of a Tempe Improv last night. You're gonna be at the Tempe Improv coming up, right?
Yeah, I'm actually. I can't wait.
Oh man, I was so excited.
It's my first time ever performing at the Tempe Improv, and I never had to do a New Faces show. Is that I'm sorry. Is that me? Whoa, hey Dex.
No.
Dog Holiday.
Come here.
Dog Holiday. Don't. Come on.
I used to have a friend that had a dog named Diogi.
Yeah.
He was just lazy and didn't want to name him, so.
But yeah, I can't wait to perform. Yeah, at the Tempe Improv. It's gonna be my first time. Any advice? Because you performed there last night.
Just get a bright flashlight and put it in your face and do your set by yourself.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing that made me.
Just put it like yeah, it's fine.
That's the thing that had me tripping was all the
bright lights.
The bright lights, yeah, I wasn't used to it, and I started sweating. I'm a hairy dude, and so now I take a towel with me. I had this shirt actually. Yeah. I was wearing my other Hector shirt. What the Hector? Nobody could read it. That's another thing. When you're up there, you have to explain, like if you're wearing something, what it says, because they're far away.
Yeah.
They're like, because I was talking about the shirt, and they were like, after the show, they were like, we had no idea what your shirt said, and I was like, now I know. Next time I'm gonna address that what my shirt says, because they're like, we were trying to squint and see what it says.
Oh yeah, it's probably like not the best idea to like wear a shirt where people have to focus like.
Yeah, it's usually better than to wear a shirt that says nothing.
Like Louis C.K.
Yeah, so that you're not distracting from the comedy.
But if you dress like Louis C.K., I mean,
or Bernie Mac, that most colorful.
That's
comedian,
not cool to dress like Louis C.K.
Most colorful
anymore.
comedian ever, and like he was funny. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna be funny. It's just
Yeah.
It can be distracting if you're not. As
and just
funny.
because you wear a black T-shirt and jeans doesn't mean you're gonna masturbate.
But yeah, I'm trying to hawk shirts. I'm trying to hawk shirts after the show, so I want to get the shirt out there, and like I had this one over my shoulder so I could talk about it and like wipe my sweat off, because the first time I did 10 minutes I was sweaty, man. By like 8 minutes, like I couldn't even see anything. It felt like Rocky, like Adrian. Like, oh man, I'm so sweaty.
What are some comedians that inspired you to? Who are some comedians that inspired you to start doing comedy?
Pablo Francisco.
Oh yeah,
you know him?
I
don't know why, because I don't really do impressions.
I was a big
and
fan
stuff.
of him when I was younger, for sure.
But just one of his first acts that I ever saw was that he was on Mad TV, and he came and did a set there, and I started looking him up.
Yeah.
I don't know how back then without YouTube I was looking him up.
Yeah.
I don't know where I found his stuff, but
yeah,
maybe on HBO. I think we used to get some Skinamax. We had the little.
So energetic.
Yeah, my mom had the little thing. Somehow we had the cable. Maybe she was dating the cable guy or something. Oh, that's another stepdad. Everybody said that they're a fan of my stepdad jokes. I only have one or two that I talk about, but it's another one. Maybe that was one of my stepdads that was giving us free cable.
Yeah.
Not really, Mom. I love you.
Yeah. Any other comedians?
I did a show in my hometown, finally in front of my mom, and she yelled out, "She's lying! He's freaking lying!" So I have so many jokes just exaggerating the truth about just growing up with mom. It's funny.
Yeah, those are the best. You talk shit about your family when they're not there, and then they see you at a show.
Oh, my family. Speaking of, they came to your the festival, festival of Dustiny, like one of the best ones, man. It was like a packed house, and then
you hooked it up for sure, man. You helped out.
Yeah, I brought my whole family who happened to be in town, and a bunch.
But I
of them
paid you,
out.
right? So we hooked each other.
We all came out, and they were having fun. They were like, "What? The chips are free?" They were all tripping out on the free chips.
Yeah.
The free snacks and the free beers. Everybody was it's a party, man. Rock concert / comedy show, backyard. All these buses tagged up. It was kind of like looked like a little. There was a hearse back there.
Yeah.
Looked like a little graveyard. There was an airplane. It was like an automobile graveyard back there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not doing shows there anymore, but it was a legendary place for sure. Like, it was it came and went. It had its time, and now it's dying out. I'm sure maybe somebody who lives there will get something going there again. I don't live at the Moreland House anymore.
Moreland House.
Yeah, Moreland House.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Shouts out. So you've what are some things to point out, or cool things that you've done on traveling? I know you've traveled, like doing some comedy.
Yeah, like I was saying, that show was the first time my mom and dad saw me do stand up.
Yeah.
And then it's like 5-6 years into comedy.
Because they live in Texas.
My first year was in Texas, but they didn't come out to see. I'm glad they didn't. I'm sure I'm invited them because trying to get people out to whatever. You don't care who comes when you first start. Like, bring your aunts, let everybody see. Like, it's not good to bring everybody out that because they're gonna see you do bad. You're not as good as you could be. So I'm glad they got to see me. Performing on a big show. There was a big audience, and they were like, yeah, that was pretty awesome. Made a lot of. That was when I first started selling shirts. So I was like, whoa, I sold a bunch of shirts. Thanks to everybody that bought shirts out there. That show is like freaking amazing. And then ever since then, I've been getting added to a bunch of shows. This is got this momentum going, and everybody wants to be helpful and be cool about it whenever you're just radiating freaking laughs.
It's the way to do it.
Comedy, man. Everybody's just I like one of my favorite hobbies of all time was just laughing till it hurts. That feeling where you're just with friends laughing about dumb stuff.
There's we've done a lot of shows together, and we've been friends for a long time. I'm trying to think of some funny things that have happened between me, you, maybe Avery. Back in the day.
Have you ever done anything crazy in a cemetery?
No. This is actually I feel like this is one of the only few times I've ever been in a cemetery. I'm glad it's
that this is actually
one.
the real cemetery. What if it? I mean, it looks kind of like they set it up a little bit, but would they put up with it this long? Keep up with it?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. There's I don't really feel like a spooky vibe. Do you feel a spooky vibe?
You never played a hide and go seek in the cemetery?
No.
We're here when in Rome.
There was that horror movie I was in. When I was in Children of the Corn.
When we were in high school, we tried to do a scary movie. We popped my mom's car's the 2 side tires.
Yeah.
We had to go back and we had to walk back to town to get somebody else's donut. So we came back to get my mom's car and put 2 donuts on the front.
Yeah.
And then we messed up. Like we should have just went home and we went around Sonic like the drag, and we were cruising with 2 low tires in the front. Like a lowrider.
Yeah.
It was a Grand Dam, like purple Grand Dam. We were cruising around, and then we went home and changed the tires again, and we had them in the back, and we were like, we went around cruising with it with 2 donut tires. But now we popped the tire going over a ditch in the dirt roads. We were just hauling ass trying to film it was when the Blair Witch came out, so we were trying to copy the Blair Witch. We did some film called The Papoose.
Yeah.
And it was it was supposed to be some scary shit, like we were trying to make it scary, but it ended up being more dumb, like having a friend run across the street while we're going down a dark road.
Dude, I remember like my friends, like we would always fuck with each other a lot and prank each other and stuff, and I would usually get the most of it. And I remember one time I was sleeping. My friends were all hanging out at my house and sleeping over at my house, and I was sleeping, and my friends took my mom's car and drove it around while I was sleeping. My friends did. And I was like, well, you guys fucking stole my mom's car?
Without me?
Without me while I was sleeping.
So you're kind of not at fault.
Oh, God. No, but that was just insane.
Nobody gets in trouble.
I think they did a beer run with it, too, which is fucking insane.
Holy shit. How was this in high school?
This was like, in freshman year in high school,
grade.
sophomore year.
Yeah, that's pretty much 8th grade.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's crazy times.
These
crazy
kids
times.
these days.
Yeah.
Illennials.
That's what it's so sick. Fucking millennials are so fucking ill.
I think we are millennials too. I think I was one of the first ones like to grow up with a freaking computer, knowing how to type and be on the internet. Because like people that were like just a little older than me, they didn't catch on to the whole internet thing and the whole. But I guess everybody's learning it now. You kind of got to learn it.
Oh yeah.
I was just in Mexico this past weekend, and everybody was on their phones. I was like, hell yeah, like everybody's moving on up. And my phone didn't work down there. I was like, oh man, I feel all out of. But it let me take it in, man. You got to put your phone away sometimes and just take in all your surroundings.
Yeah.
So that was good not to have a phone, even though it got me in a little bit of trouble. I ended up in some sketchy parts of town with no phone signal, and then I like tried to wrestle a little man that was helping me out.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got drunk and I tried to pick him up.
I was wrestling a little bit.
Dropped him. Yeah, I don't know. He just looked like light or something. The curbs over there are like 2 feet tall to like your knee.
Yeah.
So like he was standing right there on top and I was in the bottom, and I guess he was little or something. I don't know. I was drunk, really drunk. They made me drink too much. And
you're such a different person when you're drunk.
I tried to pick him up or something, and he like wiggled, and I ended up suplexing him in between, like he sandwiched in between the car and the curb, man. I was like, oh man.
I feel like when you're drunk, you're like a 7-year-old that you can't get to go to bed.
like what's wrong with you? Are you like are you just drunk? Are you stupid? Like what's wrong? And I was just laughing like.
You do that. You'll do something that will piss somebody off, and then they'll be like, Hector, what the fuck? And you'll just be laughing,
man.
And then we can't get mad at you because you're just being.
You ever beat up a guy that's laughing? It's like beating up the Joker.
Yeah. It's the guy who's having fun. You don't want to beat him up when he doesn't know he's being an asshole.
Yeah, you see how Batman's ratings went down when he punched the Joker and he was laughing?
Oh yeah. I don't know how I feel about Batman punching Joker. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna boycott Batman now.
He's obviously having a good time. He likes it.
Speaking of movies, we've ran for a little while. I think it's been almost like 45 minutes, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Close to that. Before we get to the things that you want to promote and things you have coming up, I always ask my guests what their top 5 favorite movies are.
Top 5.
Yeah, what's your top 5 favorite movies?
One of them that was for a long time was, what is that, Law Abiding Citizen, where that guy gets from in jail. He's like doing other stuff.
Okay.
What's that guy's name? I think Jamie Foxx is in it too.
Okay.
Law Abiding Citizen is definitely one of the top ones.
Okay.
I don't know why.
That's something that has not been mentioned yet.
It's a really thinker, bro. I don't know why I really like that movie. I like
movies
like that,
thriller,
man.
Like criminal.
Yeah,
crime.
I actually have a freaking patent coming out, man. A patent. So I'm really fan of like ideas and inventions and stuff like that.
Oh
it's
shit!
Just a little ruler thing that I developed at work, but they're giving me credit for it. It's just to measure these little trays that we do, but I'm like, oh, I got an official U.S. patent number coming out. It's gonna be under my name, so
okay.
I'm excited about that, and like just stuff like that excites me, bro. So that, Law-Abiding Citizen, top movies. Now nobody's asked me that.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to go back. I don't really like watching the movies too much, man. I'm like, I used to like music a lot of stuff, but movies, like, I feel the same way about music. I don't
It could
like
be
listen-
any, just come on, classic.
Yeah, I don't like to listen to a lot of the same music, like reruns and stuff. I feel like, like kids like to watch a lot of reruns and stuff. Like, so
Yeah.
I like to watch a lot of new movies, but you know,
Yeah.
some of the movies that I have rewatched is like a lot of the Marvel stuff, like that Endgame, man. It's just trippy, all the different shit that's in there or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching the long series.
What about a horror movie?
Oh, horror stuff you said, right? You didn't just say anything, right?
Well, no, it doesn't have to be horror, but like, what about, let's pick a horror movie in that.
Put a horror movie in there. I don't know, man. Jason, I grew up on Jason a lot.
Nice.
All of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be real cool. The Manhattan one, I don't know why that one sticks in my memory. It was one of the worst ones, but for some reason when I was young,
No, those can be really fun to watch.
I must have watched it like 30 or 50,000 times or something. Maybe that's why it's really stuck in my head. But
Yeah.
when you rewatch stuff when you're
Yeah.
young.
Do you think we'll be able to make this gainy enough, like loud enough?
Oh yeah,
like when
I turned it up on purpose because we're
we
farther
can,
away.
Okay, so it might be as level as the mics.
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Yeah, we're just figuring some things out while we're talking. in interview.
Dude,
But yeah, we don't need to finish the top 5 if you don't can't really.
Yeah. Superhero. I've been getting a lot into superhero movies, man. And then
Yeah.
the long seasons, man. Are they really considered movies when it's a season? Like
Yeah,
Ozarks. Have
series
you seen
or-
Ozarks or Narcos? Like, man, that's wild stuff. Like,
Yeah.
how they can make a whole thing tie together like that.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about the Avengers thing. How it's just a bunch of different movies that tie together. It's kind of
Yeah.
like a big old. You're like, oh,
A
man,
lot
I
of
missed
content
them.
to watch.
It makes you go watch a different content.
Yeah.
For my podcast, I started releasing different episode numbers. Like I was doing 1, 2, 3, and then I just went to 9. They're like, "Hey, what's up with the other ones?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
you're gonna have to
yeah.
look for it, man.
You
It's like
kind
a
of
mystery.
experimented with some podcasts, some podcast ideas. What's the newest one that you're doing right now? Is
Phoenix Underground Comedy, and the Dax is the mascot because it stands for PUGC, Phoenix
Yeah.
Underground Comedy, and he's his face. And
Yeah.
it's just pretty much I go to the mics and set up before the show, before the mic, so all the comics that get there early, I'm like, hey, come hop on. I have mics, and comics can't resist. They want more.
Yeah.
They want to put this thing by their face.
The scheduling is already figured out. You don't even need
and then I don't have to
worry
I don't
about
have to,
scheduling.
I don't have to schedule nobody. It's like whoever's there, and like if you want to be on it, show up to a mic early, and
Yeah.
I like going early and getting a good spot.
Yeah.
On days that I can't, I got friends that help me out. Been doing it for a long time, so I get to do drop-ins. A lot of the newer comics get mad about my drop-in spots, but it didn't happen overnight. I didn't just start last year. Like I remember you telling me you thought I was pretty new when I started, but like no, I've been grinding at it for a long time, and not quitting is one thing. We've been the worst set, man. I had the worst set of my life this Saturday in Rocky Point. It was hard to get the crowd on your side. A lot of other comics were having a rough time, but Eric Bernal, he had a monster set, man. He crushed it. Shout out to him. He proved that it wasn't the crowd, it was just me in my head or whatever, like, because he crushed it. So they were laughing.
Yeah.
They wanted to laugh, but I was sweating up there, and then usually when I have a bomb, it makes me have a good set. So I'm thankful for that bomb in a way, because I was thinking about it nonstop. I didn't go and drink that night. I went to sleep early, so I had a show the next day at 10 p.m. Improv last night. I just did it, and I did great. Did my whole time, didn't freaking flop out half of it. I think that Rocky Point said I was supposed to do 15. I only did like 8 or 9, and I was up there just sweating. I couldn't think because of the night before when I folded the little guy. I was so drunk, and I think I was still a little hungover. I had so many excuses. I don't know what it was. Being in Mexico, 90% white crowd, it threw me off. I was like trying to say Mexican jokes, but there's all these white people. I'm like, what's going on? And then yesterday at the 10 p.m. Improv, it was like a mostly black crowd, and they were laughing at my Mexican jokes. They kind of get like the white people around here too get the Mexican, it's like we're close to Mexico, so everybody, kind of gets if you say the chimichanga and burrito.
Yeah.
The stereotypical Mexican, whereas they know what you're talking about. But I get in close, like you're talking about food a lot or whatever, tripas, and they're like, what is that? And then I have to explain, pig guts or cow guts. Good eating, man. Like the hot dogs, the Sonoran hot dogs. I was telling them earlier,
oh my God, I
pregnant
cannot
hot
wait.
dogs.
That's one of the reasons why I kind of we wrapped it up. We did like a good amount of time, but I just cannot wait until we go eat those hot dogs.
Pregnant hot dog, bro. See
Oh
if they
my
have
God,
the pregnant.
so
You're gonna
good.
double 2 weenies, 1 bun.
Jeez.
They have a double cheeseburger now. They have a double.
But
hot dog.
yeah, any shows you got coming up? Anything you want to promote coming up?
This Wednesday, I don't know if you're coming out by this Wednesday, the 27th on October, at Stand Up Live. I'm with Bobby Johnson, DJ Pest. We're doing Goofballs. big comedy show. You got a bunch of other comics on there. It's gonna be fun. I got a ticket link, 30% off on my website. The ticket link's up there, whatthehector.com. And then I got stuff coming up in November. I think right before my birthday on the 13th with Hector Garcia out on the west side with Ruben. He was the one that threw together that Mexico trip, man. Shout out Ruben Boogian. He's blowing up. I got a bunch of viral videos out. Shout out to him and everybody throwing stuff out there. I think I have some other stuff going on, but whatthehector.com has all my stuff that I got.
Your Instagram?
I updated. It's all on there. My Instagram, it's What the Heck Tour, like a tour bus.
Yeah.
So yeah, I come up if you type in What the Hector.
Yeah.
On most places.
Well, Dax, get over here. Come on, Dax.
And Dax
let's
Beans.
Let's say. Oh no, around.
No, he's good.
Okay, he's good. Hey, come here, Dax. Come here.
Dax Beans. If you look up the hashtag Dax Beans.
Come here.
You can find
Dax,
stuff on Dax.
Come here. All right, everybody say bye to Dax, and also just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you're a new viewer and you haven't subscribed yet. I'm trying to get some more subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. I've been doing this for a while now, and I'm trying to just get more eyes on my YouTube channel. And I have my Instagram is Dustin Hadlock, all lowercase, all like one word. It's I'm gonna be posting all the stuff that is coming up. If I have any shows to promote right now that I would want you guys to see, would be in November. November 12th, I'm at Improv Mania, and I'm doing like a competition show there. So if you could come out and support me, that would be really awesome. I think it's November 12th. Look at my Instagram for me talking about it. But yeah, let's go get some fucking Sonoran hot dogs.
Yeah.
This was a success. I really appreciate you driving out like 3 hours.
Yeah, this is fun road trip. We're gonna road trip back, eat some hot dogs.
Yeah, we're gonna go
mics.
do some mics
comedy
in
life,
Tucson.
road life. I just came back from Mexico. I'm down. I'm a road warrior, man. I used to do truck driving. I love it.
And once again, thank you to Terry at the Visitors Center in Tombstone. Thank you to Wayne here at Boothill Graveyard. Thank you to Nova at the City Hall for talking. For talking to the mayor and helping me get a permit to do the episode here. And shouts out to anybody who has family here or at the Boothill Graveyard. May they all rest in peace. And
happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween coming up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night.